Hey there and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with a haul, and this is, while it is a drugstore haul, I will clarify that it is fragrances that I myself have found at the drugstore, but they are all 2 designer and 1 celebrity. And this was actually really exciting because I got some great deals on these fragrances. So if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Ring on the bell so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video, and follow me on Instagram for some more behind the scenes stuff and my scent of the day. So we will get started. We're gonna start with the celebrity fragrance because there's definitely a story there, and then we'll get to the 2 designer fragrances that are actually, there's a story there as well. So the first one is Taylor by Taylor Swift, and I think one of you so many videos ago in a comment had asked me, I think probably in my best to worst celebrity video that I did, celebrity fragrance video, you'd asked me if I tried any from Taylor Swift, and I had tried in store, like I'd sampled the Enchanted fragrance, I believe. And I really had not liked it. It was very berry-like, and for a long time I just completely had written off all her fragrances. I don't know why, but I just gotten in that mindset. And I had heard that if you were gonna get one, either get Taylor or Incredible Things, I think it's called, the one with the white bottle and it's kind of like splattering of paint. So again, I really wasn't interested in trying it out. I kept writing it off, and at Shoppers, which is our Canadian drugstore, I saw 100 ml one day when I was picking up some stuff and running some errands, and I just decided to bite the bullet. I don't know why I decided to do it this day, but I thought, what the hell, it's $19.99, and the notes are lychee, tangerine, magnolia, peony, hydrangea, vanilla, orchid, sandalwood, apricot, nectar, cashmere wood, and softwood. Cashmere musk, sorry, and softwood. And people seem to really like it. They said it was definitely nectarine heavy. Just get this out here. And yeah, I mean, there were pretty good reviews on Fragrantica. I've heard great things. The bottle is very youthful. It's definitely not me or my particular style. Oh, this has kind of like fake pearls that I think snap off. Yeah, so gotta be careful about that. And then on top, it's kind of like a multicolored, the same colors as the box. So I think there's only 3 today. I'm gonna try to just spray them on my skin, and we will try it together. I hope I like this because it's 100 ml, but I have just been putting it off for so long that I probably have too high of expectations. Okay, so I definitely get that like apricot nectarine. Yeah, no, definitely apricot. Musky, slightly woody, but like a very synthetic, soft, girly wood. It is nice. It kind of is reminding me of, oh, actually, I think I have it right here. I have a couple bottles here, and it kind of reminds me of Fancy Love by Jessica Simpson. I'm gonna try to, I want to spray it in the air. Yeah, so this has like, it's not exactly the same. I'll just spray it on my skin here. But it has an element to it that definitely reminds me of Fancy Love. That kind of, not powderiness, but that kind of cashmere, woody. This is like, it's got champagne in it, I think, and maybe peach. And this, yeah, it's definitely similar, but it's not the same. Now smelling them side by side, I can definitely say they're not as similar as I thought they were when I was just smelling Taylor. Taylor's is sweeter. It's got a lot more of like a sweet, fuzzy fruitiness to it. It's definitely woody, but kind of very soft woods, cashmere-like. Oh, there is tangerine. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. There is a tangerineness to it. I thought maybe I was making that up, but yeah, it's definitely sweeter. This is a little bit the Fancy Love that it's got a similarity to it, but it's not as sweet. So yeah, it's nice. It's definitely nice. I can see why people like it. I don't think it's going to automatically become my be all and end all love. But I will say they really do, they smell similar to me. Not exactly, but they definitely have the same kind of vibe. I will say at first, when I was putting off Fancy Love for a long time as well, which is what's interesting, is they kind of fall in the same category in that way for me. And one day out of the blue, I picked it up again for like what, $19.99 or $17. I think this ended up being $17. So I thought it was just passingly nice. And I have actually gone back to Fancy Love every once in a while and really enjoyed it. The sillage and lasting power on this is surprisingly good. So I'm interested to see if this has the same kind of element to it, because they are similar. I'd say maybe there's like 50% of it that has that similar kind of vibe, but yeah, I'm really, really interested. I think they layer beautifully because they really are similar, and it's nice. I really do like it, and that's like probably a good, safe first and maybe last Taylor fragrance to have as part of my collection. So love that, and that was the first one I picked up for this haul. So then we get to the other two, and the story with these was really, really exciting and kind of long-winded, so I will shorten it. All this to say is Invictus, which is actually a cologne range, like for men, by Paco Rabanne, had two of its flankers. I guess they're going discontinued, but they went incredibly on sale, and so they went from like around $120 Canadian to $19.99 at Shoppers, the same place where you get, you know, usually celebrity or more inexpensive designer fragrances. Sometimes you will find the unexpected amazing gem. I picked up Girl of Now Forever for $19.99 in that same section. So for my Canadian viewers out there, I don't know if it's still available. They do go very quickly when it's this kind of flash deal, and by the time I put up this video, it'll be even longer. But if you can still find it, then the two flankers that were on sale for $19.99 were Invictus Aqua and Invictus Intense, and they were the 100 mils, which was amazing. So I had to go to, I think, 4 stores to actually find one of each, but I was happy to do so, and I was so happy to pick them up. I must have at some point smelled one of them. I think the original Invictus. I don't remember at all, and I don't think I ever smelled either of these flankers, so they're definitely blind buys, and I do wear fragrance regardless of the gender it's marketed towards, so these are actually for me, but I don't know if I'm gonna like them. So we will try them together, and we are gonna try, first we'll try Aqua, I guess. And Aqua has grapefruit, violet leaf, sea notes, rosewood, violet, woody notes, ambergris, and amber wood. And this is what the box looks like. I was so excited to get these, you guys. They have very interesting bottles as well. I knew what the bottle looked like. This is what it looks like. I believe the only differences from all the Invictus is that the juice, or like this part of the bottle, is different, and then I guess you just press it up here. So we will spray, takes a couple, one on each arm. Oh my god. Okay, so this, it smells very similar to some like very like fresh men's aftershave cologne type fragrances. It smells similar to, and there's no way I'm gonna remember the name, but it smells similar to one of the men's fragrances I smelled years ago at Bath and Body Works. Maybe like their range where it's like wood, ocean, like, I don't know, forest, probably the sea or ocean one. And it makes sense because this is Aqua. It's got like the sea notes, I assume, have kind of like a sea air saltiness to it. It does smell very, very fresh. It does smell masculine. I really like these kinds of fragrances. They're kind of like my inexpensive masculine scent. I really feel like they are nice to wear with like really crisp button down, like white button down shirts when you're kind of a little bit more classy. I really, really do like them. I understand how it's not for every woman. So if you are a woman and don't wear men's fragrances, this is a really, and just want to buy them for someone in your life who you love, this is a really nice one first impressions, it's very clean, it's very crisp, it's slightly salty, and I don't know, it's like woody, but it's very, very fresh. I feel like I'd have to give it some time and some wear test to see about longevity and all that stuff, but in general, I see it being like a very clean, beautiful summer, spring fragrance, because it's got that like summeriness to it, but kind of like a male take on that. I really do like this. I'm definitely gonna wear it, and maybe I'll find cool ways to layer this to make it slightly more feminine if I want, but if I'm being completely honest, I will just wear it exactly as is, and I really do like it. So happy about that. Very, very happy, and we will just put this here, and I will pull out the next one. So I'm curious now, having smelled that, to see how close the intense version is, because when I was pulling up the notes for this, it didn't list as many notes. It didn't list them as clearly even as the Aqua. It just said orange flower, whiskey cream, and salty black ember or something. Black amber maybe. And I assume maybe those are notes like added to the original notes, because that's way too little, but that's all that was listed. Okay, well this is definitely a lot darker. It's almost all black, and it goes to a slight ombre at the bottom here compared to the Aqua, obviously, but they're both the 100 mils. So we will see. I really do hope it smells different enough to have justified buying both. It's only $19.99, so it's not, it is hard to spray, I have to say. It's, if you have small hands like I do, it is hard to hold the 100 mil in spray. Okay, this, let's see. I feel like the last one is still, I need like coffee beans or something. Okay, this already smells different enough, thank goodness. I was worried. This has a spiciness to it. It definitely smells like spices, but not cinnamon like per se, but just definitely spicy, slightly citrusy, and maybe floral. It's got like a floral spiciness to it. It's definitely not as fresh, clean, crisp, oceanic as the Aqua. This is a lot more oceanic, and like you would wear a crisp, clean, white button down. This is something, it's a lot more nighttime. In my opinion, it might even be a little bit more, I don't know. I feel like it's very clear that neither of these are quote unquote unisex fragrances, but this smells a little bit more like masculine summertime aftershave-y, whereas this, because the floral spicy nature to it might make it slightly more of a unisex fragrance, personally. It isn't one, but slightly more. They're definitely both masculine, but they're both fragrances I'm gonna wear just as they are. I just love them so much. And it really takes a lot for me to feel like something is too masculine or too feminine for me. I really just don't see it that way, but I understand that not everyone's the same way. So if you are buying this for a man, or if you're a man yourself, I really do like it. I think it's definitely sexy. It's a nighttime fragrance. It's a fragrance that I can imagine really liking to smell on someone, and you kind of want to, like, if you're hugging, like dig your nose in further into their neck. I can see it also being one that warms up on the skin a lot more than the Aqua. The Aqua is fresher, whereas this, I feel like as it starts to settle, it's becoming, I don't know, it's becoming a lot more one with the skin, and it's ambery, which I really, really like. It's beautiful. I'm so happy. I'm really, really happy with both. This is getting more oceanic by the minute, I have to say, and this one is getting just more delicious by the minute. So yeah, you really have to see what your taste is, either for yourself or a loved one, or I don't know, a husband, a son, a boyfriend, whatever it may be. And of course, the Taylor, oh my gosh, it's getting even sweeter and very like tangerine, and yeah, it's very tangerine, peach, apricot-y, and I will say definitely stronger and more sweet than the, what was it, the Taylor's, the Fancy Love. So I don't know if I could, I always put my fragrances in order in these hauls, and I feel like this haul has been all over the place, but I would say I'm equally liking all three of them. Like, all three of them excite me in the same way, but if I had to wear one tomorrow out of these three, the one I'm most excited to wear probably for me is the, what is it? The Invictus Intense is the one that interests me the most to try. Then I would say Taylor Swift, just because, I don't know, it's very sweet, peachy, and I don't really have a fragrance that is super like this, and the closest one I have is Fancy Love, so I'm really interested. And maybe Aqua in third, but they are very, very similar. I mean, it's all very, very close to one another, so I will say if you can find either of these near you, especially, I guess they're only on sale in Canada, but if you can find them for reduced, they're getting discontinued. If you like them and you know you like them, or someone in your life really enjoys them, then I think they're getting discontinued because they weren't on a major sale. And if you've been curious about the Taylor by Taylor Swift and you've tried Fancy Love, you've got like a 50% vibe of what it's going to be like. It is similar, but just imagine that with a touch more nectarine and a touch more of that apricot sweet goodness. So really liked all three. Pretty successful blind buy haul there. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave me in the comments below which one of these you've tried, which ones you haven't tried, what you're interested in trying. Don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye!